You're listening to the Left Behind Game Club.
Welcome to the Left Behind Game Club, our never-ending attempt to make sure that no game is left behind. I'm your host, Jacob McCourt, and with me, two guests, Michael Ruffolo.
So excited.
And Mo Murtadi.
Not as excited.
Today, we are going through Mike's list of his 10 games he wants to play on this podcast. Mike, just take it away.
Okay. So, I tried to keep in mind games on
hate
this
it.
list that Mo and Jake would be like, yeah, let's play this.
Okay. Is your list 30 games?
It was 30 games. I pared it down because I wanted to make sure I didn't have any crossover with what you guys had. And I knocked off some of the tougher games like Super Meat Boy.
Mm-hmm.
But let's just get down to it.
Wait,
Great.
Michael, did you say you had a list of 30 games?
I had a list of actually more than 30 games.
Michael, what were your instructions?
I was told to come up with a list of games I wanted to play.
How many games exactly?
We gave you a number.
I don't recall a number.
I'm pretty sure it was 10.
It was 10 games. But Jacob,
Pretty sure we've recorded 2 of these already.
Jacob, you're right. It was 10.
I think you're right too, right?
Both mutually right.
Uh-huh.
So the first game on my list is a game that I know Mo might not love.
That's
Great.
not true. You don't know that. You have reasons to believe.
I know that you might not love it.
Okay.
But for me, I'm super excited to play this. It is Firewatch. So I have a deep love for the Idle Thumbs guys. And based on how much I think we all enjoyed Gone Home. By
Mike's
we all,
pointing at just me.
Yeah.
So not me. So as you say that,
how much we enjoyed Gone Home, we will probably enjoy Firewatch. As much as I know all of the spoilers for Firewatch, I still want to play it.
Do you know them? I don't know any of them.
okay.
It's hard for me not to be spoiled, having listened to as many.
Okay, guys, I got to step in before you guys have your little moment. What is Firewatch? What are we doing?
So Firewatch is a game on
What is
PC,
Firewatch?
Mac, Xbox One, and PS4
Okay.
about, from what I gather, a story of a park ranger and someone in another tower, and they communicate over their walkie-talkies.
Okay.
And there is a mystery that happens in the forest, and the character that you play as has to get to what I believe is the other tower, the other person on the walkie-talkie, and figure out the source of the mystery.
Is it like survival? Because I'm looking at like photos of like gameplay, and it looks pretty sweet.
I'm not going to spoil anything.
Okay, well, anyway, I always say this almost every podcast. I'm a sucker for visuals. I think I saw it on sale on Steam.
You did.
I'm actually, to be honest, this looks pretty sweet. And I'm not saying that just to, make you wrong from saying I might hate it.
You know, game
It
it
looks
actually
pretty
is a
cool.
lot like?
What?
It's a lot like Gone Home.
But there's the woods, and you could get attacked by a bear.
Okay.
There's lots
So,
of possibilities.
what if we set your expectations at a reasonable level of you're not going to kill anyone, and there's likely you're not going to be killed?
But here's the thing you can do. There's a boombox. You can take the
And
boombox
throw it.
and throw it in the water.
That's all I need.
There's a turtle that you can carry with you.
I see this turtle in the photo, and that's 50% of the reason why I'm excited.
Okay.
Because there's interaction. Anyways, no, but actually, to be honest, Mike, it looks pretty sweet, and I've seen it on Steam with good reviews. I've never purchased it because I want to buy cheap games, and I'm pretty sure it was a little bit not cheap.
Okay. So you know what we'll do? We'll push that down the list a bit until
I don't know.
it becomes more cheap.
Yeah,
And then we can play it.
Excellent.
watch me have it.
Okay.
Watch- yeah.
Second game on the list. Papers, Please. It is you play a border guard in a dystopian future or totalitarian dictatorship state, and you decide who comes in and who can't come in to the country.
Okay.
So let's not talk about politics, but it sounds like a ton of fun.
Okay, so I want to paint a picture for the listeners. So Michael is pitching this game, and Jacob is so excited, and it looks like as if both of them are just saying, "We're playing this game, Mo." Nod your head,
We're melding into one person. We're just
it's
like,
literally
yes.
this is pretty much just them telling me what games we're gonna play next, and I have to somewhat be like, okay. So yeah,
I've probably played about 2 hours of Papers, Please. I've not finished it.
Yeah.
I got firebombed, and I'm just like, I'm done with this.
Every time someone says something like that, I want to know why did you stop playing? If you can kind of give a general thing. Was it boring?
I got firebombed, and I quit. Someone threw a firebomb at me, and I'm like, screw this. So that was why I stopped.
So because I'm confused, is that...
Someone threw a Molotov cocktail at the border, and I lost.
In the game.
Oh, in the game.
Yeah. Not in real life.
We're not terrorizing Jacob
I'm like, what kind of...
in real life.
I knew you were out of town for a while. I didn't know you were going
It's
somewhere.
rough in Northern Ontario, I'll tell you.
Okay, cool. I don't know much about it, but if you guys... concede to you guys. Looks like...
Okay.
Give it a shot,
There's
maybe.
something that might be more up your alley, Mo. Number 3 on the list,
There's a gun.
Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic.
How long is that game?
That's
long.
like forever.
But you know what? It's an amazing game. It's one of my favorite games of all time. When I was a kid, I played it on the Xbox. It made me cry. It is so good. It's available on essentially every platform you can think of.
Is it an MMO?
It's not an MMO. So Knights of the Old Republic, Star Wars The Old Republic is an MMO. But they tried to pitch as Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 3, 4, and 5. And it didn't really turn out to be that.
Is it open world?
It's
Kinda?
not. I mean, it's an RPG
Is
from the 2000s.
Is it Star Wars Battlefront 2, but there's a story?
It shares a lot of the Mass Effect DNA.
Yeah. Have you played Mass Effect?
No.
Okay. Have you played a BioWare RPG?
Name one.
Jade Empire.
He's not played Jade Empire. Come on.
It's Kung Fu fighting.
Guys, I need top 10 game comparison.
Dragon Age Inquisition?
Never
Try
ending, never winner
Neverwinter Nights.
That's
You know
it.
what? Sure. Yeah, I've played those. I'm looking at the Google images of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. There's people wielding lightsabers. I'm in.
Yep.
We're pretty
There's
much...
swords. There's guns. There's lightsabers.
Well, you know my answer. We're doing it. Maybe, eventually.
What's the spy one?
Spy
The spy one, developed by, I want to say Obsidian.
Alpha Protocol.
Thank you. Did you play Alpha Protocol?
Alpha Protocol was on my
Surprise.
extended list.
Nope.
Oh, you cut Alpha Protocol?
I cut it.
Okay.
I cut it like it's hot.
Shucks. Sorry.
Okay.
Go on.
Okay. So, Knights of the Old Republic.
Sounds solid, but I'm scared for
First.
length.
That's a long ass game.
Scared of length.
You know what? We're going to have to tackle an RPG one of these days. And that is such a good RPG. I guarantee you guys will be leaving.
Okay.
Like,
Oh,
You know what?
I've played it.
that
The
was
whole thing.
totally right.
I've heard
Okay.
nothing but positive things
I like
about
it
it.
a lot.
I just
You
never
like
got
it a
around
lot?
I like it a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never got around to it, but I heard lots of good stuff.
I didn't play 2.
I haven't played 2 either, but I felt it would be weird if we played 2 and we didn't play 1 on the podcast. That's what I'm secretly, insidiously hoping for.
Is that we play 2 as
Is that
well?
we play 2 as well.
As well. Okay.
We'll get to it.
Next game.
Next game.
We've got
for sure.
3 numbers on our numbering list
Oh my god.
in our naming convention. Okay.
That'll
so,
be 6 podcasts.
Number 4 on the list, sticking with the Star Wars theme, Star Wars Republic Commando. So this was an Xbox exclusive. Few people played it, but it was heralded as one of the best tactical team-based shooters of the generation. It was something that I never got around to playing, but
Republic Commando?
I've heard so much about it, so much about how great it is, and how often the community that loves it keeps begging for a remake. So what you essentially play is a team of what are they, stormtroopers, but each one has a different role. They each have their own different personality, and you essentially tackle each mission as if you're a squad. And so I'm not sure if you take the role of each individual one, or if you choose one for that squad or for that mission. But it sounds like an incredibly cool game. I've heard some fantastic stuff about it. I've never played it. I'm sure we could get it really cheap.
Yeah.
Is it on
so
PC?
It is.
You know what it looks like? It looks like weird analogy, but I'm just going to say it because I just go with my gut. It looks like Halo with a little bit of like Ninja Turtles with the 4 different characters, and you have different abilities.
The different colors.
Is that fair?
I think
so.
that's what it looks
Yeah.
like.
I was
Okay.
going to say futuristic Rainbow Six 3, so like...
Yep.
Well, Halo with Ninja Turtles.
Yeah,
Halo
Halo
with
simple
Ninja Turtles.
version, I guess. Yeah. No, look. To be honest, you know, Mike. For some weird reason, I'd be like totally down to check this out. Maybe because there's the guns and everything, but it looks solid.
Weird.
Because you have bad taste in games. Metal Gear Solid.
99?
Metal Gear Solid.
Is it that old? 1999?
I can't believe it is.
when was Xbox?
No, it's just 2005.
Xbox 360 came out in 2005.
Yeah.
So maybe 2002 or 2003.
Initial release date February 17th, 2005.
Here we go.
There you go. That's very late.
Yeah.
360 came out in 5, didn't it?
Mhm.
Either way, sorry. I digress. Republic Commando.
Public
Sure.
Commando. Looking forward to it.
Looks cool.
I'm glad we can all agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so number 5 on the list. Another game that I know Mo will have a soft spot for. So I don't know if you're screwing up your side betting here, or whether you're going to have an over under.
There's no side bet.
No, there's an over-under
We're
as to
not
how many
gambling.
I hate.
This is not a thing that you're doing.
Gambling is wrong.
So number 5 on the list is Rockstar's Bully. So it is a game where you are a kid in a prep school who got kicked out of his last school. You get to the school, you are bullied, you bully people, you go to class, you do things, you cause mischief. I've played what I would say is halfway through it once or twice, but I've never made it all the way through. It's been re-released a bunch of times. I think the latest version is Scholarship Edition on the Xbox 360 and the Wii. There might even be a PS3 version.
I actually think there's a PS4 version as well.
No way.
What?
I think, now I need to look it up, but I
have it right here. It says PlayStation 4.
and
Well, there you go. That answers that.
I own it twice. I own the special edition for PS2 that came with a dodgeball. So downstairs in my parents' basement, I have a Bully dodgeball
Okay, so
that I can pull out just for this.
after this, we want to go check it out.
Okay. You want to see my
What do
dodgeball?
you guys think?
Yeah, let's do
What do you guys think?
So,
Is that a yes?
Okay.
Is that a yes?
Yeah.
what's gameplay time? Again, sorry if we keep bringing that
30
up.
hours,
Okay.
20.
I played it. I was the same boat as you. I thought it was pretty cool. Never finished it, really. I don't know why. It might have been a 7-day rental, and I didn't finish it in 7 days.
I think it's something you can do at one podcast.
Yeah.
Hammer it out.
Uh-huh.
Done.
Yeah.
Play a good game. I love essentially anything Rockstar makes, even
Yeah.
the stupid table tennis one.
It was weird.
That's a great game.
Was this
It's
after?
a stupid game.
Don't talk sacrilege about that game.
It's a stupid game, but I love it.
It's. Did you play Rockstar Table Tennis?
Justify why it's an amazing.
Because
stupid game.
you hit the button and the ball spins either left, right, up, or down. That's a great game.
I should also point out that Jacob has a fidget spinner sitting next to him as we record.
So
How to discredit a podcaster
Hashtag
in
millennial.
1 second.
look at my fidget spinner. So you want to know the story behind
I
this?
really don't.
So
Just
I'm going to tell you anyway.
I want it to go away.
So I was at Best Buy because, whatever. And they had this fidget spinner for $6. So I looked at it and I'm like, why do people like fidget spinners? Let's figure it out with research. So that's why I bought this fidget spinner. And you know what? It's okay.
So Jacob's just continuing to fidget with this fidget spinner. Like a millennial that he is.
You can hear my fidget spinner.
So, back to Bully. Did this come out after San Andreas?
Thank you so much, Mo.
You're welcome.
I'm pretty sure it did.
Right? Because I think they launched San Andreas. It was an incredible hit. And then they launched this one as a side little kind of similar to it, but just completely different world, different dynamic of you being in school. I'm down. I think let's give it a shot, but down the line. It's a longer game, and I think we have other solid games, but solid game. Solid game. I just said solid 14 times.
Maybe someday we'll get a sequel.
Yeah, eventually. Yeah.
Awesome.
Definitely not no.
Okay. So, number 6 on the list. It's a little bit weirder.
Mm-hmm.
Zeno Clash. It's on the Xbox 360 and the PC. It is a first-person fighting shooter game. It's super weird. It's got a crazy aesthetic. It should be very cheap. I don't know what it's about,
Uh-oh.
but I remember watching the Giant Bomb quick look of it and thinking, this is my kind of weird. So I want to play it. I own it on multiple platforms.
You're selling it really well.
So, looking at reviews. So,
The look you just gave me was great.
okay. Once again, I love visuals.
Uh-huh.
That sells me a lot. This one is doing the opposite. It's unselling me because it's ugly. But I have to concede to the recent and overall reviews on Steam. Apparently, people like it, and it looks like it won a couple. It says 2009 Game of the Year winner.
From what blog?
OneUp.com
PC Gamer.
gave it an A-.
PC Gamer gave it 2009 Game of the Year.
It's not Jeremy Quinn's super duper game blog that gave it Game of the Year? Because Jeremy Quinn might know better than us.
Rock, paper, shotgun gave it 4 out of 4 thumbs up.
It looks weird, but you know what, Mike? I see what you're saying. It's weird.
Is it like Crackdown? Is that what it's like? No, not Crackdown.
It's a
Breakdown.
first-person
Is it
game.
like Breakdown?
Breakdown. I don't think I know Breakdown.
That's an Xbox game where you throw up in first person into a toilet.
I think I saw the cover of Breakdown and said, this looks dumb, so I never rented it.
I can't explain this to
Okay.
people. You guys have to like search Zeno Clash. Zeno Clash Clash, and just take. You know what? Google image search.
There's weird bird people.
Yeah, take a look at the images and then don't read anything. That's how weird it is. It just looks messed. I don't know.
It looks super weird, but it's not kind of weird.
Yeah. I didn't even know the game you were talking
There's
about.
also a sequel, Zeno Clash 2.
You know what it looks like? It looks like when like a kindergarten kid is like drawing things. Like different, like here's a piece of paper and some crayons. Draw things, and they draw like their dad with like a horse head or like some weird bodies and stuff. This is like a compilation of like what children were drawing in 2009. Just weird characters with
Might
weird
just
guns.
insult the art director. We're definitely not be able to get him on the podcast.
It looks like bad black and white. The game black and white.
I don't think I remember that.
Like Molyneux's black and white.
Oh, like the God game?
The God game with the hand
You know what,
and
though?
the creatures.
I'm saying all this, but I kind of want to play it. I don't know what it is.
Pound me, Mo.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, whoa, pause. I am not pounding you. No, but like honestly, like it looks like it's. I don't even like using the word weird because it's just like it just has non-traditional protagonists and antagonists.
Deviant from the norm?
Yeah, it's just
Oh, okay. Not weird.
yeah.
Deviant
I don't
from
know.
the norm.
Just weird seems so negative, but it's not negative. It's just
I love weird.
yeah. You know what, Jacob? I don't know how you feel about it, but I say like not mid. Like, so for terms of recommendation, do we play it, do we not play it, or maybe? It's between maybe and we play it. That's what
I don't know.
Oh, wait.
We'll
Time.
get there.
Well,
I'll wear your will
you
down.
might. This is the first game that you've said that I'm just like, I don't know. This looks like maybe too weird for me.
Really want to play this.
I know you do. I can see your face. You're just like, Jake,
Grinning.
you're so
Just
yes.
loving it.
You're so yes to the game.
You know what? I'll get you later.
What do you mean
We'll
you'll
trade
get me
horses.
later?
We'll trade horses.
Okay.
Okay. So, number 7 on the list. Guacamelee. It is, you play as a luchador?
Drink box games.
Drinkbox Games. I own it on 3 different platforms
Mhm.
because I'm bad at keeping track of what games I own and which ones I don't.
Mhm.
Can't resist a sale, which is the reason why we're doing this podcast.
Question. Did you say, pronounce that again?
Guacamelee.
Like guacamole?
Like guacamole,
Guaca.
only like Super Smash Brothers Melee.
Melee. Okay, whoa.
So it's a side-scrolling platformer, and you play a luchador, and there's weird time and space shifting. It's been re-released a couple times. There's a special edition, a super edition, something like that. Looks really good. Has gotten great reviews. I can't wait to try it. What are your thoughts?
I've played it all the way through. It's a pretty good game. It's not. It's so developed in Toronto. What's up, Toronto?
What up?
What up, Toronto? It was great. It's not a game I would write home about. It's not something where I'd be like, you absolutely need to play this. I'm very happy I played it. If someone talks about it, I'll be like, yeah, I played that. It's pretty good.
So it's Shadow of the Colossus.
Whoa.
Harsh.
I'm never gonna live that down, am I? It's pretty good. It's a very Metroidvania light
Better
style
or
game.
worse than Shadow of the Colossus?
You can't do that. It's like, is this apple as delicious as this orange? The
I like
answer
apples better
is
than oranges.
apples are better. Bad example. Mo, what do you think?
Well, because of this, I hate this game and I'm not playing it. Because
You're Team Orange, aren't you?
Huh?
You're Team Orange, aren't you?
I'm Team Fax. 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 We're definitely. So just honestly, as soon as Mike brought it up, I did a quick little search on Steam. It popped up. It looks visually amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It looks so cool. And then as Jacob started talking, I can see myself riding that same wave of it's a side scroller. At the end of the game, I'm probably gonna be like, okay, it's another like good looking side scroller, but I'm not gonna really care for it.
I'd rather play Severed.
I'd rather play almost anything else that you said.
Guess whose list this is?
Oh, I see what you did there. Whose list is it, Mike?
It's my list.
Okay.
It's my list.
So, but we aren't allowed to criticize
It's
your
got a
list?
10 out of 10 on Steam. It's got a 9.1 from IGN.com.
It's a good
It's
game.
got an 87% on Metacritic.
It looks,
I don't know how I'm getting this lukewarm response from you guys.
It looks.
It's got fancy visuals, Mo.
You know what?
There's a luchador.
We're not playing it. It's $14.99.
You can get it on sale later.
Okay, well, you know what? If we get
I
it
have
on
one
sale,
of my copies. I don't.
you have multiple copies.
I've got it
I have
on 2
3
systems.
platforms. I'll give you a login to my Steam account.
No, can you gift me it?
I'll gift you it. Fine. I'm pretty sure
You know
I have
what?
some in my...
Here's my thing. If I get gifted it for free, I'll play this game. If I have to spend a nickel,
And you don't want to play it?
I don't want to play it.
Okay.
All right.
It just doesn't seem like it's worth it. Like I'm
Good
not going
list
to
so
get.
far.
All right.
Anyway, sorry
Good
about that,
list.
Mike. But I hate it.
Great.
Good list.
I'm just kidding.
Thanks for getting on board. I appreciate all of your support.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So number 8 on the list, a classic, Resident Evil 4.
Great game. Let's do it.
Supposed to be the best Resident Evil game there is. I'm looking forward to trying it. I've played Resident Evil 1. I played Resident Evil 2. I didn't play 3 because I thought Nemesis was stupid.
Did you play 4?
I've never played 4.
What?
I've played 5. I've played 6.
What?
I've never played 4.
What is this blasphemy? 4 is the
I'm trying
best.
to remedy this.
I've
Forza-
I'm
never
not saying it's
played a
bad.
Resident Evil game.
Stop.
I've seen all the movies.
You're killing me. Stop it. Really?
Yeah. So here's the
Hey,
thing.
Jacob, we're zombies. We're here to
I'm
kill you.
holding a dog and I'm dying.
You'll be fine. But I've never played them. I would never play them because I just don't like supporting Big Pharma and getting heart medication with all the panic attacks and heart attacks I'd be getting from these types of games. But because it's a recommendation for the podcast, I would be okay if I'm playing it for the purpose of the podcast to get into it because I know they're pretty solid.
I also own it on multiple platforms.
So I get it for
It
free.
is available on
Everything.
It's available on everything.
Did you catch
It's been
that?
re-released a million times.
So do I get it for free?
You will have a copy. You can borrow one of my copies to play this.
GameCube, PS2.
Did it
Wii,
come out for GameCube?
Xbox 360, PS3, PS4,
Whoa.
Xbox One, PC.
It's on everything.
Yeah, I'm down. I've never I've played a level. Is this the one where you start off and there's that you're in a African
Nope.
That's
village?
5.
That's 5?
It's 5.
Okay. So I don't remember this one at all.
4 is the better one of 5.
Okay. Yep. Is it like shoulder view kinda?
Yeah.
Where you see the guy but just his gun and his head and the shoulder. Okay, cool.
Leon
Play as
Kennedy.
Leon S. Kennedy.
You play as Leon S. Kennedy.
Yo, I'm in.
I'm so excited.
I'm in.
Mhm.
This one's more of a yes than a maybe, but not the midway. We're going to the upper of let's definitely give it a
Upper
shot.
echelon. You're in.
As your second recommendation, not the next one, the one after for sure.
Hey, Mo,
I'm-
there's guns in this.
I'm more curious to see
You
how
did
it
not
holds
say
up.
that originally. It's the next game we're playing. I'm just
I
kidding.
just want to see how it holds up because I
Yeah.
played it when it first came out on GameCube,
Yeah.
and I just want to know in 2017 or whenever we play this game, how does it fare?
Would you want to do the newer one, 5, or are you sticking to
No,
4?
4 is the one to
Okay,
play
cool.
Hey, let's do
because
it.
6 isn't great and
I'm down.
7 is VR.
Are we all on board?
I'm on board the Resident Evil 4 train.
You know what I might do? I will nominate myself to do a stream of me playing it at nighttime because I think I would be jumpy naturally.
Do you know where people can find that?
Where can they find it?
Twitch/Left Behind Game.
Sounds good. To be honest, I'll give it a shot. I feel actually no, it's gonna be embarrassing. I don't want to do it.
I'll do it with you.
Sounds good.
I'll hold your hand.
Please. Okay. We're
Might be
good.
hard to play it when I'm holding one of your hands, but
Each of you can hold one hand on the controller
man,
Nah.
and play together.
it's
No,
like
yeah.
Brothers,
Yep.
only Resident Evil 4 edition.
Mm-hmm. How are you going to Tetris your stuff in your inventory case? I don't know.
Oh boy.
We'll figure
Well,
it out.
I'm looking forward to trying it. Okay, so now that we have a bunch of shooting stuff out of the way, number 9 on my list, a classic that I've never played all the way through. I think I've played maybe 5 minutes of it. Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask.
Jacob, have you played it?
I went to Blockbuster a bunch, and I've rented both 64. Sorry, Legend of Zelda,
Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina of Time. Oh, where'd my
Whoa.
mind go?
Credibility lost.
Yeah, just lost. The 64 one.
You ever played video games, Jacob?
Obviously not. I'm just gonna go now. I've played both of the N64 games. I've not beaten either.
Okay.
Whoa.
Me neither.
Yeah, and that's a controversial thing to say, but guess what? That's what this podcast is
mine's
for.
just as weird. The only one I've played was Phantom Hourglass on the DS.
What?
I have to say that is the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
So I no, because like
That's weirder than Zeno Clash looks.
on a 2DS too. A 2DS.
Ooh, zing.
Yeah, no, I think so. I got that little 2DS, which is a sweet little mini console. Awesome titles. And then I think it was on sale at Best Buy or something. Picked it up, installed it, and it was solid. Like I really enjoyed the game. Like I played the entire thing casually, like whenever I had like an hour, because I think the battery life was not the greatest.
Zelda games are rarely bad. I think the only bad one's Skyward Sword.
Oh, I never even played. That's the one with the Wii U or the Wii.
Or Wii.
And my understanding is it's just a 15-hour game stretch out to 30 hours.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing with it.
Yeah. No, so that's Phantom Hourglass is the only one I played. So I'm down for trying any of the other ones because it's Zelda. I feel like that's when you think about games, it's like one of the first ones that comes to mind. Just generally, even if you don't play a lot of video games.
I've read so much about this game. There are insane fan communities and fan theories for this game that seem so exciting and interesting, and I'd finally like to be able to fill in that gap in my knowledge.
Hey, Mike, Link is dead.
I heard that.
Yeah.
I heard that.
Wait, I'm just gonna guess you guys are lying and not saying. I don't know what that means.
That's one of the big theories, right?
It's one of the theories.
Is that in Majora's Mask, spoilers. No, this isn't spoilers. This is like the fan community thinking.
It's not real. It's
no,
like fanfic.
The fan community thinks that Link is dead in that game.
But they make really good arguments as to why he might be dead.
The game theorist has a great video about it. Game theory.
I don't know what you guys are referring to.
I want to play it.
Yes, give it a shot.
Remember that Colossus in Shadow of the Colossus? That's the snake that chases you?
Yeah.
There's a moon that looks just like that.
Sold.
I'm down.
Yeah, I'm in.
Just pretend it's a Colossus in the sky. That's
I'd want to play an actual Zelda game that's not on a DS.
Okay.
I've only played Wind Waker all the way through.
Oh, yeah.
Good game.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Just like Phantom.
Well, we'll find that out soon.
Yeah.
Okay, now on to the last one on my list.
Okay.
It's not a game that I would typically put on this list.
Mm-hmm.
Not a game that I would typically play. Number 10 comes in EA's Dead Space.
Oh.
Product of the John Riccatelli.
I have the
It
same.
is a game that you are an engineer on an abandoned...
Isaac Clarke.
Isaac Clarke.
Yeah, you
Jacob,
are.
do you want to explain it?
Sure. So, as someone who's played 1 and 2, Isaac Clarke, I don't even know if I can explain the story. He goes to
Just the premise.
space miners.
He's an engineer on a giant ship
Mhm.
that's taken over by aliens, or there are aliens on board, and you have to kill it with some of your equipment.
Mhm.
It looks very interesting. I usually don't play horror games. I usually don't play games like this, but I own it.
Mhm.
Seems interesting.
Mhm.
I know there's a lot of love for the Dead Space series. I'd like to know what that's all about. I don't know that I would ever force myself to play all the way through it unless I was able to talk with some dudes about it.
Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is this game difficult?
Put it on easy mode.
Okay, so I remember playing, I think it was, I don't know if it was the most recent one or if it was original Dead Space, but you get like crazy alien things that come out of like the grates and come attack you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty
You know
sure
it.
like it was like too freaky, too jumpy, and I think I might have like lost originally, like the first like level, I didn't make it to the end without dying on like medium, and it gave that little bit of like hitting a wall and not advancing was just enough to be like, no, this is F this game. I'm not playing it. So it's kind of like that Resident Evil thing. Like sure, let's play it, but I'd rather play Resident Evil because of all like the appeal that it has. I may not really care to play this game.
I bet you'd really like Dead Space 2 a lot more. So
Really?
Dead Space 1 is more of a horror, an action-based horror game, and number 2, they moved it more towards an action game, so it's like a horror-based action game.
Yeah.
Like Lost Planet.
Yeah, like Mass Effect as well. Mass Effect was an RPG with action.
Mass Effect 1 is the best Mass Effect. Come at me.
I definitely give it a shot just because, like I said, I think I'd be more inclined to play it if everyone else is playing it and I'm like following along. I would not play this by myself, like wanting to. I would not buy it. I would not do anything because like it's not my type of game. But if I was playing with a bunch of people to kind of give an opinion of it, I'd definitely give it a shot. But like
Dead Space 1 and 2 are phenomenal games.
Okay.
What do you think, Mo?
I'm
You get to
in.
shoot things.
It's a maybe. It's a good maybe, but like it's more of a maybe just because there's
There are
other
guns.
games.
You have a gun
Yeah,
that is a
guns.
mining instrument where you basically change it between vertical orientation and horizontal orientation based on where the enemy's limbs are. So like say he's got 4 arms
Yeah.
and the whole thing is like dismember, like there's a dismemberment system
Yeah.
where you're like, he's got these arms and they're up by his head.
Yeah.
So you have to like horizontally orient your
I think I played a
gun
demo. Yeah.
to shoot off the limbs, and say if they're down by his sides, you have to vertically orient your gun. It's something else.
It's
That's
cool.
a great game. Yeah.
I think I played a demo like that. The one I didn't make it through, but like I said, I'm in. I'm in. Yeah.
Perfect.
I think I'm in.
I think that's a yes from both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd play one again.
Fantastic. Dudes, that is my list.
Wow.
Good list. Good list.
Pretty good.
I was expecting to hate it. Didn't hate it. It was-
I would give it 5 stars.
I would.
You know
give
what
it-
else I would give 5 stars, Michael?
What would you give 5 stars, Jacob?
I might give this podcast 5 stars on iTunes. I don't know about you.
I would definitely give it 5 stars. I think that's the only thing it's worth. Mo, how would someone go about giving us 5 stars?
Well, you'd have to go to iTunes, look up our podcast, and rate it. How many stars? 5 stars.
What if you want to give it 3 stars?
Well, you know what? You could, but don't even rate it then. If it's 5 stars, give it a 5 stars. We all think it's 5 stars. You even think it's 5 stars listening to us. So
Well,
feel free.
they might think it's a 3, and if they think it's a 3, then just let us know what you think of the show, and you can do that via Twitter at Left Behind Club. You can go on our website at Left. Why are you making a face?
Because I thought you were going to point to me and I couldn't remember the actual Twitter handle. So I was like, please don't pass this on to me. I was going to be like, at left.club behind.
So on our website at leftbehind.club or leftbehindgameclub.com.
No, all wrong.
You bought the .com?
I have the .com. It redirects to leftbehindgame.club.
Great. And if they want to reach you individually on social media, Mo, where can they do that?
At Murtadi.
Mike?
michaelruffalo.com.
And what's your social handles?
At Ruffolo.
Great. And mine is at Jacob McCourt. Is that it?
Bam.
Is that it?
We done.
You see how I did
is
that?
My list.
That's rolling.
5 out of 5 on iTunes. Can't wait to play.
Let's play the game.
Woo!
All right.
That's a wrap.
Bye.
Bye.
Mo?
Bye-bye.
Bye. 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 Yo, Dead Space is great. I'm going to keep that fidget spinner story in. Yo, I bought this fidget spinner.